I think so. Okay. They're not saying nothing. Okay, there's the go. Okay. So that was practice round. Now it's officially starting. Super weapons are on. All those settings are right. We got red, Andy, Gaoke, or Goku, as yellow, America. So I said it was Ree in the lobby, so hopefully he read it. Here we go again, boys. Okay, Andy gonna wall off his MCV this time. Yeah, let's see how much super weapons make a difference. Oh, look at that dog. 4 slaves. Kills. Okay, same move. MCV move right after War Factory. 2 miners. Andy's on 3 again. Pumps out 4th. Okay, Andy's gonna go for the gems in the south with his 4th miner. You can already see the players adjusting from last round. Andy goes, protects the oil. Gonna send a slave miner down to get the gems. Okay, GIs are gonna come take the tent over on the left. And bunkering back at his base. Yeah, best of 13. I didn't make the rules. Okay, Battle Lab up for Andy. Okay, here come the robots again. He's gonna place it down in his main base this time. Already building Guardian GIs. Knows that the flying dicks are coming. Okay, Andy on 7 miners. Radar goes down. Mastermind comes out. For fodder? Or for the 1 plastic?
Disc in flight.
Okay, that get cleans up. Here come the flying dicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 miners. Here comes mass IFV with Guardian GIs in them.
Disc in flight.
Mixed in a couple robots. 3, 4 war factories.
Disc in flight.
Okay, mutator down for Andy. Just at the 4-minute mark.
Disc in flight.
Where's the grinder at? Oh my god, those missiles. Woo-wee.
Disc in flight. Disc in flight.
Okay, mutator ready in 20 seconds. Tower goes down. Nice shield. Okay. Oh my god, those masterminds just die. Disintegrate. Okay, where are the brutes at? Got an elite IFV. Very nice. They're the brutes. Pulls all the miners. And he still got 7K. Still got the elites. Airdrop in the back's gonna get cleaned up an elite get. Okay, Andy is about to go all in here, boys. Psychic Dominator down. I already had the mutator. If you send me the stream link, put it in a whisper and I'll post it in the chat. Nightbot's not gonna let you put it in the chat. Okay, double elite.
Disc in flight.
OP brutes, broken games. Going for the battle lab, boys. Got no elites. Watch how fast that melts. Shield. Nope. Another elite. Boom. Game 1 goes to Andy. Okay, what do you say about the maps? And then it'll be loser picks from a hybrid pool. On the bombas. Let's see what happens. Buff Yuri versus Allied, please. All Yuri units build 10 times faster. That's what we need to see. What's going on, Snark? You want to come co-cast? Oh shit, did he go random? No. Okay, you're good. Did not fix the colors. So, Andy's going to be orange this time. Gaoke's going to be red. And they both got the correct spawns with the oils. Alright, I'll ask him when we're in the lobby. Snark. I'm cool with it. I would like to see Gaoke switch to Soviet if he doesn't have any luck with allies. Okay, so Gaoke's gonna scout this brute, scare him around the other way, and then know that he came around this way? That's kind of weird. That 100% looked like a stream snipe. But I don't know how. There's a 30-second delay on my end. I don't know. I don't think Andy's streaming, so whatever. Okay, robot tanks again. Pillbox goes down. Almost takes out the oil. And he's on 5 miners. Gaoke is on 5 himself. He scouted there? Okay. I missed it. Wasn't accusing, just said it looked kind of weird. Said I don't think Gaoke would need to stream snipe to win, so. Slave miner goes down pretty quick. Psychic tower is gonna come down. Uh-oh, war factory gets sold. Another slave miner getting taken out. Boom! Roots coming out. 3 war factories. IFV, Guardian GI has come out again. MCV move. 4th war factory down. Gaoke pushing up on the left. Mutator down for Andy. Okay, MCV, top right to get those next set of gems. Andy pushing. Good thing about robo tanks is they can glide across this water. Yep, Andy's gonna have to back out. That's too much. Okay, Andy back up to 6 miners. Andy's floating about a G. Gaoke has got 4. Snipes the MCV. With the distraction down at the bottom with the brutes, no engineering bay, so no more MCV. Low power, tanks go off. They got one brute left. Andy's just got to hook around and get that power plant. All those tanks go kaput. Okay, that refinery is going to go down. Gaoke is going... Oh, missed that army. Go straight for the miners.
Disc in flight.
Loses all three. Oh my god, look at those discs. Just get vaporized.
Disc in flight.
Might see a base race here, boys. Low power.
Defeated.
Eee. Ouch. Okay, game 2 to Andy. Andy trash talking. Divide and conquer SFJ. Sure, if you want someone crying about how OP Yuri is. Snark, you still there? Just go to battle.
Yo,
What's going on?
how's it going, mate? I forgot to preload the client, so if they're ready to go, maybe you should launch it and I'll join in the next one. Up to you, or you could wait a minute. My client doesn't take that long to load.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I don't want to hold him up, but definitely next game.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
So
Yeah, I'll join back in next game.
okay, cool, man. Okay, Andy is yellow, top right, and Gaoke down in the bottom left, switching to Soviet. Go to the quick match. That would be nice if there would be an observer for a quick match. That would be the ultimate thing. Andy streams, Gaoke streams, and then you have another streamer in the middle, so you get both players' point of view. Okay, Gaoke gonna get the scout, of course. Andy going to get a little bit of the scout. Scooby-Doo tearing up slaves again. Early slave miner going for the center gems. Okay, two gats coming out. Drone goes down. Okay, Rhino comes out, distracting on the top. Desolator comes out. Cat's gonna get cleaned up. Alright, anybody who's just joining, it's going to be a best of 13. Andy's up 2-0. 2 wins on the ally player. We're all guessing Adam has been at the beach and the weight room. Now that COVID restrictions are lifting up. Okay, Rhino in the middle pushing back. The miner, Desolator on the right. Deploying, killing all those slaves. Andy's going to be called around 2 grand. Gaoke's about 2,600. Stand still, don't say that. That's not very nice. We all hope not. Okay, 3 rhinos putting pressure down here. Desolator going buck wild. Tower comes down, gets 2 out of the 3. MCV move for Andy. Gaoke's got Iron Curtain. Slaves coming in, get the cell on the power plant. Low power. Okay, lone slave here. Gonna take out the barracks. Iron Curtain goes down on 3 out of the 4 rhinos. Trying to take out that mastermind. Parks the tank next to the psychic tower. Cure of reporting. Very nice. Where's Path at? I would love to see some cure off Iron Curtain drones. See how our Pro Pilla handles that. Okay, 3 flax, MCV move, double war factory. Flag shooting the ground, warming up those turrets. Okay, here comes, nope, moves it. Sees the cats coming down. Drone gets cleaned up. Nice, Iron Curtain gets all 5. Oh, Andy sneaks in the 1 tank though. There it comes. Come back to Papa. That army's gonna get cleaned up. Ugh, that's a lot of rhinos. Shield goes down on the miners. Care of uncontested. No shield. Nuke of the missile up for Gaoke. Boom! taking out that grinder. Gets the cell on it. Very nice. That's a lot of rhinos. Iron curtain ready. Second cure of incoming. Path busy with school. Somebody else is gonna have to take his duties over.
Hero reporting. Disc in flight.
That army gets cleaned up. Mastermind and Mag. No more cats.
Disc in flight.
Oh, missed it. Looks like Gaoke lost his MCV over on the left.
Disc in flight.
That miner's gonna get cleaned up. Nuke ready. Iron curtain drones. Take out that army. Is he trolling Andy? Here? Nope. Up top. Nice. That's GG, boys. Yep. Missed it on the left. My bad. Game's over anyways. Dominator ready. Low power. Elite Rhino. There's the GG right there. Oh, power back online. Trying to get him to use that Dominator. Oh, Dominator didn't work. Oh, it did work. Sorry. Shoo. Got him. Andy's floating about 7,000. Gaoke's at 17,000. Oh, Late goes down for a battle lab. Another nuke coming out. Alright, that's a GG, Andy. Sorry, bro. Gaoke Soviet gonna be OP to the Yuri player? Okay, we got a series, boys. 2-1.
All right, Mr. John.
Alright, I'm gonna DM you the password
Sounds good.
on Discord.
Pretty epic games, huh?
Yeah, it first two were a little boring, but
So is Snark.
oh, you got a Smurf name going on there?
I was, playing some games earlier and forgot to change it back. Anyway, what are you laughing at?
Smurfing.
Anyway. So, the score is 2-1. Gaoke versus Andy. Epic games, bro. I mean, I've been wanting to see a series between these two for ages. Hidden Valley. Oh, man. I wonder if Gaoke's gonna go for that. Are there any vetoes? Do you know? What are the rules?
Do not know. Really?
Hidden Valley. Alrighty.
Andy desperate.
He might be. I mean, the score is 2-1, so it's not. Yeah, I don't think he's reached a desperate point yet, but let's find out. Hidden Valley. What can Gaoke do here? You know, this is a very good map for Yuri. Mags being able to mag through cliffs, on top of cliffs, on top of trees, hold choke points well with psychic towers. I'm probably expecting fast tag out of Gaoke here. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I think you gotta be fast and quick on this map.
Yep.
This is a streamer's dream. No hands, boys. No hands.
Snooze map. Yeah, I mean, I sort of gotta agree with Berg. It's not the most interesting map on the planet. But yeah, you know, Berg might be right. If you pick this map as Yuri, you might be a little bit desperate. Either way, let's see how it's going here. Conscripts coming down the center. Be bullying those initiates back. But there are enough initiates to hold off this attack, I think. Am I wrong? Oh, the Gat Cannon comes up. Alright, so Gaoke needs to back off here, heading for the oil on the top left. Those initiates are chasing. Gaoke's waiting for them there, and an engineer comes out for Gaoke. 2 engineers. One of them is in the flak track, but there is a Gat tank there. Oh, nice. Beautiful crush there. The engineer does come out.
Yeah, accidental deploy, I think.
Yeah, it looked like he didn't mean to. Oh, Ed, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. So, Gat Cannon coming in. What does Gaoke do? Hitting the tower. Retreating? Okay, alright. Didn't get much done here. Both players haven't gotten much done yet, except, you know, Gaoke has forced a bunker in the top left next to the oil and a Gat Cannon already down. There is an engineer, which was just repurposed with a waypoint. I wonder where he's sending it. It's on 0 health, a flak track. If he's sending it to the oil, I don't think it's going to make it. Oh, barely, but does not make it. And he had 5 miners, Gaoke on 5 miners. So both players don't have 5 miners. We do have a Deso coming down the center here. The Gat tank goes for it, and Gaoke doesn't deploy, loses it. That's a shame.
Rally point for the loss.
A rally point for the loss. Would appear so. Alright, coming in with 2 rhinos here. Is teched up, does have nuclear power plant, so we know the IC will be out in any second now. Mag does come out though, so that will easily fend off these rhinos. And where's that IC?
There it is.
There we go. IC is out. Whose position do you like better, John?
I don't know. I think Yuri's got a little bit of an advantage on this map.
A little bit, yeah.
Gear report.
Oh, alright, we got a Kirov out. We saw how beautifully that worked out for Gaoke last game. Let's see what he can do with it this game. We'll be able to go right over the cliff there. There is a bunker down on the bottom, as if Andy was expecting this. But it won't be enough to stop that Kirov. If that Kirov gets the oil, boom. B-Lab goes down, power plant, and that bunker. He does have a force shield ready, I assume. Do you remember how long ago the battle lab came down?
I don't know if it's ready yet.
I guess we'll find out, won't we? No, so Gaoke decides to back off with a Kirov. The IC will be ready at 1.5 minutes, but in this map the ICs have to count. Because if they don't count, it hurts. And a cannon comes up. Alright, that Kirov has already been useful, you know, baiting Andy. Putting a cannon there, making some more gat tanks. Forcing Andy to build units he does not necessarily want to build, and structures he does not necessarily want to build. Here come the mags. Oh, out on dirt. Here comes the IC. Rushes in. Gotta get that mastermind easy. Beautiful IC out of Gaoke. Can he make it count? What else can he do with it? Heading straight in. Going for the power. Alright. Andy is low power now, but in comes the mastermind. He needs to back out. One of his tanks does get magged. Two of his tanks get magged. Loses 2 rhinos. The Kirov is in Andy's base though, and on top of the war factory, loses the war factory. Does have another one at the top left, going for the barracks. Does he get it? Indeed he does, but that will be the end of that Kirov's road. So he lost the war factory and a barracks for that Kirov. In the meantime, we do have a nuclear missile on the field. 3 war factories for Gaoke. Andy has an industrial plant, but Andy coming in with a scary force here. Another Kirov is out. Can Andy do something before that IC is ready in 1 minute and 30 seconds? What do you think, John?
I don't know. It's going to be risky. Andy's
Trying to
definitely
get
going to
a miner
push.
there? Yeah, he's got to push before that IC comes out. Is trying to, you know, pull back a miner, but there is a desolator coming out, retreating. Ooh, beautiful micro out of Gaoke there. Kirov along the top, sneaky Kirov. Let's see if he can do anything. Heading back. That miner's dead. That miner is a goner. Gaoke coming in. Mastermind sent. Wow. So Andy forced Gaoke to use the IC way too far away, which is exactly what he wanted. Gaoke going for the war factory in the top left. Does may force Andy to sell, but Andy already has another war factory ready in the bottom left. He's timing the Kirov to come in, that chaos drone, making Gaoke lose 3 rhinos. Well, 2 rhinos actually. In comes the Kirov, the discs and the Gats are firing on it. Does it get the oil? Does it get the oil?
Shield.
Oh, and Andy shields in the last second. You called it. Beautiful, beautiful. Alright, now Andy's coming in with a scary force. There is a desolator here, so keep that in mind. There are drones, there is a Tesla cannon. Oh, the desolator goes down. What's gonna stop these brutes? There's a bunker, but here come the discs. They get the bunker. Nothing stopping the brutes from coming in now, except there is another desolator already ready. And it does deploy. Andy having a hard time pushing here. Gaoke really countering beautifully. The Kirov is heading to the bottom left. There is a cannon and a Gatling tank in a bunker there. Not sure that it's going to get anything. Let's see if it reaches the B-Lab. I don't think it will. Alright. Does not. Does get very close though. Andy's attack does fail. He needs to back off because the IC is ready. Okay.
And
IC drones.
Yep, nuke right behind it.
Oh, you're right. The nuke is also ready. I did not notice that. Do you think Gaoke could do a final push here with this attack? Nuke gets a grinder. And the GM still goes off, and Gaoke has to back off here. Too many brutes. He will back off slowly, try to get some damage. Going around them, not sure about that. Oh, Gaoke's gonna lose a lot here if he's not careful. Another Kirov is on the field. Gaoke's loving this Kirov strat. And if I'm honest, I am too. You know, it's been pretty effective, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's very nice to see Kurovs coming out from this level of
All
play.
those
So
flak tracks are just melting to the brutes. Those need to be dealt with ASAP. And the discs are coming in. They're so good at sniping. Gets the MCV. The force shield is 1 split second too late. Get the lab. They're going to get the IC. They're going to get the nuke. It's over.
Dominator's ready as well.
Wow. That force shield was a split second too late, and those brutes were not dealt with. And he lost all his flak checks, so he could not defend against the discs. The nuke goes down. Oh, and both war factories go down from the Dominator. The last war factory is going to go down to these discs. Or not. Or not. But Andy's in a very strong position here. That Kirov isn't going to do much. Too much firepower. And he's moving his MCV. Gets an elite disc. Very unfortunate for Gaoke. And boom. Dominator gets sold. Alright, so Andy doesn't have a War Factor and he doesn't have a Dominator. He does have a Mutator and he does have a Barracks and he does have an MCV. Gaoke, on the other hand, has only a War Factory. So, honestly, Andy's position is much stronger here. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think Andy's got this. He scraped by the skin of his teeth, but it's looking pretty good for the Yuri player.
Indeed, indeed. And he's bringing in his miners. Andy says... I thought Andy was going to move his miners. Yeah, Andy's going to bring his miners for defense. So, Gaoke trying an all-in strat here. I don't think he has enough, if I'm honest. I don't think he has enough.
I don't think so either.
Miners are very effective versus the brutes, though. I've got to admit. Masterminds are coming in, though. Oh. Yeah, Mastermind goes down. Nice. But he did lose 2 flak tracks there. So he has only 2 flak tracks versus an elite disc and a regular disc. I don't know about that. Oh, and the Psychic Tower snipes one of those tanks in the top left. And another one. Gaoke. And that's a GG.
True.
What did you think of that game?
It was awesome craziness for 10 minutes.
Pretty damn intense. I gotta agree with you there, John. Wow. Whew. So, the score is 3-1 on this best of 13. So Andy is almost halfway to the win. No, sorry, he's halfway to the win. And Gaoke chooses Golden. So I'm going to assume he means Golden State Valley?
That's what I'm going to assume. I guess we can stay in battle, or do we need to go to... There's no allies.
Golden State Valley should be in battle. Oh, Gaoke's going America, so is it with the PP buff? How does it go?
I guess so. Let's go ahead and switch it.
Interesting, so Gaoke's switching back to Allied. What do you think of that move, John? You think that's a good idea versus Yuri?
I don't think so. I think Goki's pretty OP with that Soviet faction, so...
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I guess. Definitely, you know, on the other map, Yuri had advantage, but on this map, I would think that Soviet has advantage. But Gaoke did pick the map. He did pick the faction. He's got a plan, right?
You would hope so.
He definitely got a plan. All right, we got Zas here. We got Pokey Ente in the chat. We got some awesome dudes here. The score is 3-1 for Andy. And let's see what Gaoke could do here as Allied. So he did lose 2 games as Allied, switched to Soviet, won 1 game, and then lost 1 game, and now switching it back to Allied. What are we assuming? The same Robo-Tank strat?
That's what I'm going to think. You kind of have to against Yuri.
Yeah, I guess, you know. I mean, you kind of have to not go Allied against Yuri, but Gaoke's doing it anyway. So I suppose robot tanks is the way to go. Most players get their oils. And he doesn't want any dogs getting his slave, so he put parked 3 initiates on top of the gems there. And he's walling off his MCV. turn 0. So we're getting a grizzly right out of the bat.
And Andy went.
Andy, on the other hand,
Yep.
sorry?
Yep, I was going to say Andy went miner first.
Yeah, so Andy's on 3 miners. Gaoke now is on 3 miners. So he made 1 grizzly and then he started making miners. Probably to deal with that one annoying gat that usually comes out of the Yuri player. Alright, so Andy's going to be a little bit ahead here on miners. The Robo Center does come up. Andy does have 4 miners. Gaoke does get a 4th as we speak. So both players are equal on miners. And another barracks in the frontier just to base walk up the cliff so that he could reach the ore a little bit more efficiently. The robo tanks start coming out. Bunker for Andy at the forward position next to his oil there. And the mag comes out. Alright, robot tanks coming in hot. What can Gaoke do here? Crushing the slaves on the bottom. Trying to rush that mag. Oh, gets the mag. Lovely. But robot tanks inside miners, not so good. They do not have a lot of health. They will melt to miners. Targeting the war factory is gonna get it.
Damn.
Forces the sell. Nice. And robot tanks heading to the bottom left. Gaoke is on 3 war factories at the moment, so we know those robot tanks are going to be coming out fast. They build even faster than Grizzlies, so yeah. But the Bane of Allied is brutes, and there are quite a few brutes on the field. Let's see how well Gaoke can outmaneuver them. There are tank bunkers everywhere as well, which is going to make it difficult. The mag comes out, melts immediately. And grinder out. Alright, interesting, interesting. There are more robot tanks in the top, targeting a miner. Andy's trying to retreat with that miner towards the bunker, but is not going to do so in time. Loses the miner, and force shields the oil. Lots of robot tanks here on the field. More back at Gaoke's base. Heading towards the bottom now with one group. Getting the power in with the top group. Destroys the power plant. This mag doesn't stand a chance. The brutes are trying to keep up, but these robot tanks are spinning circles around them. Oh, but the discs do come out. He is going to get that miner in the bottom left, I believe. Nope, has to back off because of the brutes. And let's see how quickly Gaoke could come up with an answer to these discs.
Yeah, the first 2 games, Goake had already transitioned into IFVs with Guardian GIs, and he's switching to that now, realizing the discs are out, so...
Indeed, but he keeps getting miners, John. If this keeps up, Andy will be broke. I mean, Andy is broke, but he won't be able to recover if he loses all these miners up here. Loses all the miners at the top. Gaoke, on the other hand, loses 90% of his robot tanks for that trade. So Gaoke needs to back off here. Won't be able to do much against the discs. There are IFVs on their way. GGIs are getting put inside of them. So Gaoke's coming up with an answer to these discs pretty damn quickly. Question is, so there's still no mutator for Gaoke, and I feel like as soon as the Yuri player has the mutator, then it's over. Parrot drop in the bottom. Andy unbunkers his Gatling to deal with this, and yeah, that parrot drop gets cleaned up really quickly. Alright, so we got Mirage, we got GGIFVs, we got 4 robot tanks in the top left. Sneaking around. What do you think, John? You like Gaoke's chances this time around?
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different than the first 2 games that we watched. It seemed like Andy had control, and it looks like Goake definitely has a better fighting chance this time around.
Indeed. Gaoke hitting the oil on the left. Andy retreating with his entire force to try and stop it. Won't get on time if Gaoke decides to suicide his units for it. Let's see if he does. Force shields the oil again. So Andy does not lose it, and Gaoke loses 3 out of the 4 robot tanks. This last robot tank is going to be picked off as well. We do have a BF here. I believe that Tanya went inside it, or I heard Tanya on the field somewhere.
Yeah, I think she went in.
Help. Yeah. Will help with the brutes an insane amount. Gaoke moving his MCV forward. So let's see if this Tanya can really do something against these brutes. Problem is the mags. Still no mastermind on the field though, which is very good for Gaoke. Miner heading to the top left, and Gaoke heading down to the bottom. Should be able to pick off a miner here pretty damn easily. Yeah, going to the miner in the bottom center. Targets it with the mirages. Mirages deal with miners pretty quickly. Boom, it melts. That BF is lagging behind though. Oh, Tanya shoots out a BF even if she's in the air. I did not know that. Okay, oh, but Tanya melts. On the other hand, Andy loses all of his miners but one. So Andy down to one miner, not much of an army. Oh, but loses to those mirages quite a few. To the max, quite a few mirages. Going in with his last group of mirages here. Targets. Andy's very good at picking off one unit at a time. I take it back. Andy does have a miner in the top left we forgot about. So even if Andy loses his miner here, he does have one more in the top left. It is mining very inefficiently, but it does exist. So Andy should be very, very broke compared to Gaoke's 6 miners. At the moment, there is a weather storm that just came up. Wow, John, I think Gaoke might have it this time.
Yeah,
what do you think?
I think he adjusted his gameplay from the first 2 games, decided to target those miners. He realized the miner brute combination was just too OP.
Indeed. Getting that top left miner as we speak, like you said.
We're free! We're free!
So Andy down to one miner in the bottom now. And let's see, Andy coming in for a bit of a push here. Can Gaoke hold this? What do you think?
I don't think so. Or I think he can hold it. I don't think Andy's going to be able to do anything.
Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Those mirages coming to reinforce. And, you know, Gaoke in a solid position here. Andy down to one miner, a very, very limited base. Not much of a force. He's trying to, you know, buy time as much as he can. He needs to get more miners ASAP. He's going to try and keep Gaoke busy here. Go in and out, in and out. The Yuri tactic. Targets those masterminds, gets one. Targets the other one. Discs come in to try and help, but he loses the other mastermind. Targets the third mastermind with the Mirage, while the GGIFVs fend off those discs. Discs heading to the top. Let's see. Oh! And Andy just quits. Well played, Gaoke. So the score is 3-2. And Gaoke evens it up with Allied. So Andy always claimed he had a 100% win rate, Yuri versus Allied. He cannot say that anymore.
Got him.
He cannot say that anymore. So that's one sentence out of Andy's arsenal that is gone for good. But yeah, Gaoke had a plan. He went in. He did his best. So, and whew. What on earth happened to the preview of this dry heat?
I don't know. Oh my gosh.
Who played with the numbers of the preview? What is going on here? All right, Gaoke switching to Libya, of all factions. Why Libya? Why not Iraq?
I don't know. That's a good question.
All right.
Oh, there he
makes
goes.
more sense. Yeah. I was very confused. I thought he was pulling a big butt on us. Where there you go, Libya, to prove how OP it is.
Demo trucks for the win.
Demo trucks for the win.
Against Yuri. Take him over and send him right back.
Yeah, so anti-claiming Gaoke even made Allied look OP for Yuri. Alright, Dry Heat, a very, very good map for Yuri. I'm expecting the classic Connie rush. You could see Gaoke is building his power towards the top. Let's see if his barracks goes up as well. Yeah, that barracks is going to be pretty close to Andy, and I'm expecting conscripts. And here they come. So Andy is a master at stopping these rushes. On the other hand, they are very, very difficult to stop. So let's see what we get here.
I think Andy's seen a conscript rush enough. He should be able to defend it.
Yeah, makes the miner here instead of next to the oil because he wants to use the miner to stop this conscript rush. On the other hand, he's not getting any money while he's doing this, is he? Nah, alright, so Gaoke puts a forward ref replacement. Now that's confidence, right? I'm gonna get the gems in the center, not the gems on my side. And alright, so the Gat Cannon does come off up very bad for Gaoke here. An engineer's coming in here, but there are initiates. Needs to back off. Moving his MCV? What? I am so confused right now, John. I don't even know what's going on. Alright, MCV coming in towards Andy's base. Andy clearly sees it. Conscript's going to the left, but two Gat tanks should be more than enough to deal with it. Deploys his MCV on top of Gaoke's, on top of Andy's MCV. So, sentry guns, barracks comes up. Bunker comes up. Not good for Gaoke. Bunker comes up for... Wow. And they reach the range. It's +2 range when they're in those tank bunkers. So not good for Gaoke at all. And Andy's just surrounding his MCV with bunkers. These guys are getting married, man. They're inside each other's faces. Alright, so wall comes up for Gaoke in a very good position, blocking off that other Gat tank completely. Gonna get the radar, so Andy cannot make any magnetrons or psychic towers.
Your TTS works
that brute is doing some work.
Andy
Andy having to move his MCV. That bunker was doing too much damage. I want to see Gaoke targeting that power, making go low power. Gaoke's MCV is gonna go down any second now. Does get another barracks off before he sells it. And this is getting messy. This is getting messy. Alright. Head count. Andy's got no war factory, but he does have an MCV. Gaoke has no MCV, but he does have a war factory. 2 rhinos in the bottom here. Another bunker comes up for Andy, which is going to be very hard for Gaoke to deal with. Conscripts are coming in, deciding to go for the miners on the left instead. Conscripts going to the left as well. Andy does have another miner on the right here. And a cannon comes up on the left here. Targeting the power with the conscripts. The power does go down, but Andy is not low power, so that cannon is still working. And loses a miner. The other miner is very low health. Targeting the cannon now with everything he's got. Is going to get it. Targeting the miner. Gets the miner as well. And Andy down to 1 miner on the right here, but Andy has 4k. Gaoke's on 1k. Bunkering up here. It's going to be very hard for Gaoke to penetrate all these bunkers. Top left oil goes down. But Gaoke loses in turn all of his conscripts for that. Suiciding on the MCV. Magnetron does come out. Not going to get the MCV. And he quits.
Boom.
Woo! Okay, the score is 4-2 for Andy. That means, if I'm not mistaken, right, it's 3 more wins, and Andy has won the series.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, first to 7.
Yeah, so 4, sorry, so, yeah, 3 more wins. The score is now 4-2, and 3 more wins for Andy, and he's got the series. He's got the series. Wow. Talk about intense.
Yeah, definitely didn't think it was going to go down like this.
Interesting move with the MCV there. Heck freezes over. Alright, we're going a classic map here. Big map. Not so good for Yuri. But, I mean, if Andy stays Yuri here and Gaoke goes Soviet, I'm expecting Gaoke to win this. That's my feeling. Yeah,
I've seen it go both ways. We've seen the players play on this map many of times with all 3 factions. So it's going to come down on who can capitalize on the other players' mistakes.
Indeed. So Gaoke starting off with the, I think, a little bit less favored position. Andy likes the bottom left. He likes having his opponents have miners near cliffs and stuff like that, like happened in the top right. So I'm pretty sure Andy is satisfied with these starting positions. And yeah, heck, big map. Not the best for you, Yuri. The larger the map, the worse it is for Yuri, in theory. And wow. Predictions, John. I think Gaoke takes this one.
Oh yeah, I can do predictions in the chat for everybody too.
Oh, good point. Good
Good
point.
call. Since I mean it's already halfway through, but it'll be alright. As far as
Let's see
my
how
prediction.
many.
Oh, go
Sorry.
ahead.
I was saying, let's see how many Gaoke believers there are when he's down 4-2. But what were you saying? Your prediction?
I'm not sure. For this map.
All right. So my prediction for this map specifically is Gaoke takes. I guess we'll find out. Brute goes down to the drone on the right here. There's initiate in the center. So Andy's getting a decent scout. Did not get a scout in Gaoke's actual base yet. Let's see how relevant that's going to be. Cannon comes out. And yeah, that drone just... I think it was the miner that got it. Andy's sending his second miner straight down to the gems in the center. Ballsy move. On the other hand, Gaoke is going miners, so not going to get punished for it very quickly. And, alright, on the left here, there is a Desolator to deal with this Initiate and Gat. Desolator gets deployed. Rhino comes in to chase the Gat. No, decides not to, decides yes to. Gat backing off here.
Oh, nice move. Left the miner on the ore, and then the tank cuts through and speeds up.
Indeed, indeed. Very, very nice move. Mag going to the center here to defend the center miner. Mag going down the right for an offensive position. Try to drop a miner on something. There is a Desolator waiting for the Mag on the right here. Let's see what we're doing. Chaos Drone comes to deal with that Desolator. Gaoke makes another one, sending it down to counter that. The Mag is getting dangerously close to the cliff here. If it could pick up a miner here and drop it on the ref, and...
Boom!
Oh god, alright. So, the ref goes down. Inefficient mining for Gaoke from here on out until he gets another ref. Anti loses a miner on top of that. In the meantime, Anti gets the gems in the center unpunished, making lashes now in his base. 4 miners for each player. The IC is out on the other hand, so we will keep that in mind. 2 rhinos heading up the top. Going down, not sure what they can do. Lab is out for Mr. Andy. And in the center, we have a Chaos Drone and a Mag to defend from any attacks. So what does Gaoke do here? Going in with these 2 rhinos. Not sure what these are going to achieve exactly. There's a drone on the field, which could be more problematic because there are no gats to protect. The Desolator gets deployed on top of the cliff. They're beautiful. Will stop those slaves from mining the gems in the center. You know, Andy on the other hand did a perfect job of getting most of them, and now he's just gonna move his miner to a more forward position, which can't be reached from the cliffs. Wow.
You can't move that Desolator up on that next cliff and shoot over?
I'm not sure. Maybe he can move it to the other side. Alright, so Anti coming in here in the top with a bit of a force. In the meantime, he is going to lose that miner in the center. Those 3 rhinos clean it up. In the meantime, there's that Desolator in the top. Gets destroyed. A few conscripts and another Desolator. But unfortunately, the Chaos Drone gets that Desolator as well. So Anti coming in with a scary force here. Trying to pick off that Desolator first, or the rhinos coming to defend. Not good for Andy. Andy has to back off here. Loses most of his forces except 2 lashers, which are now retreating. On the other hand, we have discs coming across the map. A Mastermind and a Magnetron in the center of the map. A Mag on the right side of the map, which is going to get cleaned up by these flak tracks. But he loses another refinery. So, loses another miner refinery with a sneaky Mag on the right. Wow. That's the second refinery Gaoke has lost this game to a Mag drop. In the meantime, Andy coming in with an annoying force down the center here. There are a few flak tracks to defend in base, but the rhinos, the bulk of his army is on the left here in Andy's base. So Andy's going to keep coming in with his force. Gaoke's going to try and do some damage on the left here. Brutes and the discs coming in to defend. Not going to be able to achieve much there. The flaks rush the Mastermind, which gives the discs free reign to come and do whatever they want. They get the War Factory. The Mastermind is overloaded. The flak tracks are now free. Targeting the MCV. Can he snipe it? Force shield goes up, saves the MCV, and Andy needs to back off with his discs. In the meantime, on the left here, Andy defends this little rhino attack, and Gaoke has to back off, losing most of his rhinos in the process. Andy will lose his discs here. Loses one. Does he lose the other one?
Yep.
Flax are
goodbye.
chasing. He does get it. Okay, so a few trades here. Still not sure which player's in a better position. Gaoke coming in with a scary force of flak tracks here. Not sure how much damage he's going to be able to do with them. Let's see. They are good in those numbers versus buildings. And, let's see. What's going on in chat?
Somebody was trying to figure out how to play online, and Berg was helping him, and I was trying to tell him to listen to Berg to help get it fixed out, and apparently I missed the second refinery drop. So, Steve losing his mind.
Alright. So, what do we have going on here? You know, Gaoke's in a very strong position. He's got 8 miners. He's got, well, I would like to see more war factors, but he does have the IC. He does have the industrial plant. He is pushing in the bottom here with, he has a shit ton of flak tracks. Pushing with just the rhinos at the moment, trying to snipe that miner. Does he get it? And he's going to back off with a miner. Should be able to save it, I believe. Unless Gaoke comes in with the flak tracks as well, in which case it won't be good. The Psychic Dominator will be ready in a second, including the Genetic Mutator. The IC is already ready. Gaoke deciding not to use it yet. Uses it on the 3 drones, sends it into the army here. Has to be careful of that Dominator, or he's going to lose all of his flak tracks. And he grinds up his army. And, alright, what do we got? I just got literally no army at the moment, except 1 disc. Gaoke coming in here, losing all of his drones. I don't like it. Attacking with 3 rhinos, trying to get that miner. Does he get it? The Psychic Tower comes out, needs to back off 1 tick, does not get the miner. Unbelievable. Oh, and the drone goes into the Mastermind, insta-grind. Wow. And there's the Dominator we're speaking about, getting all of the flak tracks, insta-grind again, and Andy's money just goes up. These 2 rhinos are still here. You know, Gaoke's up to 3 war factories now, 9 miners. He's in a very, very strong position. Those boots trying to get it, that elite didn't work. Wow, that elite on the left doing some serious work. And is targeting the miner now, gets the miner. So Andy, you know, Andy has 7k, but it's not gonna last for long, is it? John, what are we thinking? I think Gaoke's got this easy, no?
Yeah, I definitely think the motivation and the momentum is in Goake's hands here, but can't ever count out a Yuri player, so.
Indeed, you cannot ever count on the Yuri player. So actually, Andy pushing here with an attack while Gaoke's getting more miners on the left. Does push in. Let's see what he targets. Moving the MCV away. So Gaoke's trying to save the MCV. Sends in the flak tracks to overload the Mastermind. Brings in more flak tracks. Oh, attack the disc. The MCV is being targeted by that disc. Deploys it so that he can repair it, hopefully. Alright, disc goes down. No worries. Only brutes left. And easily will be cleaned up by these flaks, in theory. No, flaks go right by. Mastermind on the left here. Not sure what Gaoke's doing about those brutes yet. Selling a few structures. In the meantime, overloading another Mastermind with those flak tracks. That should explode any second now, and it explodes. Gonna overload the next flak track while I see his elite tank going for the tower here. Still brutes in Gaoke's base, completely ignored. Gets another tower. Grinds a lot of units though. Heads back to deal with those magnetrons. Another tower comes up. Does not get the elite though, which is very good for Gaoke. And the nuke is gonna go right here. Does force shield the war factory, so he loses nothing from that nuke. Going in for the miner here. Needs to back off. There's our brutes. There's a Mastermind. There's a magnetron. But Gaoke's base is still looking scary. He's still on 3 war factories, getting the gems in the center here. Sorry, he's on 5 war factories. I take that back. And going in on the left here, Andy is low power because he used the force shield. Gonna get the tower. Mastermind. Oh, he targets the Mastermind, but gets pulled in, needs to back off. Does save the Elite, is gonna get the lab with that Elite, and still saves the Elite. Beautiful. We do hear a Kirov coming out for Mr. Gaoke. Shit ton of rhinos on the bottom here. Crap ton. And come on, John. I think it's over at this point, don't you?
Yeah, it's not looking good unless he clutches with that Dominator again.
Yeah, so that's a good point. The Dominator is about to be ready, but it gets destroyed. So I take that back. And loses another war factory, and he doesn't lose the radar. Gets oh, the IC comes out, rushing in. Does have the elite IC, gets the power, and it's going to be low power for a while now. Oh, the tower comes up. He is not low power. What do I know?
He built another power plant just in time.
Yeah, I guess so. Gets the MCV, and Andy quits. Whew! There we go. Another win for Gaoke. So the score now is 4-3. Not even, but getting close to it. It is Andy's turn to pick the map, so let's see. Let us see. Wow, that was quite intense, wasn't it?
Yeah, it never surprises me when top tier players play, man. It's always back and forth like this, which is what I'm sure people love. So
indeed, indeed. Andy is ahead though by 1 game at the moment. Did you put predictions up? I'm curious what people think.
I did.
So what are we holding? What are the percentages in the prediction?
Let me make sure I got the right map.
68% for Andy. Ow.
That's weird.
No faith in Gaoke, people, huh?
It's so funny because usually when I have predictions going, everybody always votes against Andy because nobody likes him. So the one time we must got some Andy lovers in here.
I guess, or people like channel points more than they hate Andy. You know, it's also an option. And they actually think that Andy will win, which at the moment Andy is ahead. So you know, gotta be realistic. Anyway.
Game 8 underway, boys.
Game 8 underway. Wow, these guys have already played 8 games, and all of them have been fantastic. All right, Duskervina, very, very good map for Yuri, and Andy is exceptionally good on this map. On the other hand, we are talking about the one, the only, the legend Gaoke. Possibly, you know, he's definitely top 3, top 5 players in the entire world. Gaoke is a legend. All right, Andy starting with an engineer, going straight for that service repair shop. All right, repair facility, what's it called?
Tech Machine Shop.
Yeah, Tech Machine Shop. Going straight for that, getting it, capping it. Gaoke is also going for it, getting some conscripts out. Are these for the bunkers, or is he planning to do something interesting with them? You don't need that many for the bunkers. I assume he has something planned with those conscripts. So far, they are just chilling. Sending an engineer right away to the bottom right. Gaoke is doing that. And Andy's sending a boot to the top left right away to clean up that those walls around the oil. Does get it cleaned up. He does have an engineer in his base, which is now getting sent towards the oil. And the Gat is going to deal with the dog. In the meantime, Gaoke's engineer just needs to chill in the bottom right until a rhino comes to clean that up. Soviets don't really have an infantry unit that can deal with actual walls. Engineer in the top left is going to cap the oil. Rhino setting down to the bottom right to get his oil. So Gaoke's on 2 miners at the moment. Andy is on 2 miners as well. No players made a ref off the the Tech Machine Shop yet to get those gems. 4 miners out for Mr. Andy. Still not making a ref off of the machine shop. So let's see. Both players have 1 oil. Both players have their machine shop. Gaoke is on 3 miners while Andy is on 4. Andy spreading out his miners to get those gems in the top center. Very, very good move out of Andy there. One of his Gaoke's miners is seriously long distancing those gems on the bottom left. I assume another refinery is going to go right below his radar, which, by the way, he's on radar tech. And sneaky little Gaoke on the bottom left is going to cap that oil, send a flak track, and Rhino with an engineer in the flak track. So Gaoke now has 2 oils, bottom right and bottom left.
And has a third engineer coming out.
And there's the third engineer coming out for Gaoke. He's gonna, I guess he's going for the top right one as well, or is he gonna try and steal Andy's in the top left? We do have a Desolator walking across the map here, gonna try and do some damage. The flak track heading to the top right, along with a Rhino. So Gaoke's gonna get 3 oils. He is teched up. He does have a nuclear power plant already in action. That Desolator trying to do some damage here. Mastermind is getting sent to try and counter it. And, you know, classic Soviet versus Yuri here. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Genetic Mutator is out for Andy. IC is out for Gaoke. And the ref comes out for Gaoke on top of the mech shop. So, is getting those gems on the right here. Both players in a very, very nice, solid, strong position compared to the factions. Gaoke does have 3 oils, which is something to keep in mind. And he's now going in on the mech shop, targeting that bunker. Gets the bunker. You see, John, you know, I'm going to prove Andy right and talk about how OP Yuri is, alright? That bunker had 5 rhinos targeting it. One of those rhinos died. To a gat in a bunker. To a fucking gat in a bunker. I don't get it. Whatever. Alright, we have this on the field. We have Yuri Prime on the field. We do have an IC ready in 1 minute and 15 seconds. Not going to be fast enough for this attack that's coming in from Andy here. We do have a Kirov on the field as well. Let's see what Andy does here. The IC will be ready in 30 seconds. If Andy wants to get something done, he needs to do it 30 seconds ago. IC is ready. 3 drones are out. These drones are going to be more than enough to clean up this army here. I hope he targets the Prime first. Andy already backing off, trying to make those drones be as useless as possible. Alright, drones get the Prime. Drones get the flak track. 1 Mastermind is droned. 2 more drones are going into Andy's base. They get the mag there. I'm not convinced about that drone usage, although the other Mastermind is droned as well. So Andy is left with no Masterminds. Alright, head count. Andy has 3 war factories. Gaoke has 2 war factories. And the Genetic Mutator and Gaoke has the IC, so they're fair there. 4 rhinos on the left here are going for the miner. And John, I feel like they're pretty even here, you know? I'm not favoring anyone yet in this matchup.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. It's pretty even right now.
So Andy does destroy that top right oil. Missed that. Sends a GAT and a MAG to do that. Alright, coming in here. Coming in hot with Masterminds, Discs, Slashers, and a MAG. Rushing in with all of those flak tracks to overload the Masterminds. Both Masterminds are overloaded at the moment. Let's see if these flak tracks reach the grinder in time. No, they do not. And alright, a few of them get in, the rest don't. Loses both Masterminds to being overloaded. The Psychic Dominator goes down. The IC gets used inside of Andy's base, which is exactly what Gaoke wanted. You want to be able to use your IC inside your opponent's base. Does get the Psychic Dominator and does get an elite out of it. So sending those 2 rhinos to the top left, gonna get that oil perhaps. There are Masterminds heading that way. Alright, we do have a lot going on here. It's pretty intense. If Gaoke's not careful, he does lose the elite to the Masterminds on the left, which is very unfortunate for Gaoke. Gaoke, you know, has a nice group of rhinos back at home base. Has a few flaks in the center here. But Andy has that elite, though, which is heading down to the bottom left here. What do you think Andy's going to do with that elite?
Try to pick off the secondary base down to the left. And while that big battle was going on in the middle, talk about your OP GAT again. Took off a Kurov, and the only building he got was that tech machine shop.
Yeah, bunkers, tank bunkers are pretty impressive, aren't they? Drones chasing that elite. All 3 drones get taken out by that elite. And, you know, Andy's coming in here hot with a disc, with lashers, with mastermind, with mags. The IC will be ready now. So the IC is ready. Doesn't use it. Doesn't need to use it. No gats. All the rhinos chasing that elite in the bottom right. And doesn't even lose a war factory. Wow. He is low power because of that disc, which is draining. Gets pushed off by the flax, backs off. And Gaoke's position is looking stronger and stronger. We have a huge group of lashers in the bottom left here, but the drones are getting sent to deal with that. And drones clean up lashers pretty damn quickly, we know that. He might get a miner here though, which would be very nice for Andy. Gets a miner. Gets a miner. Gets 2 miners. And none of the other tanks are drones. Wow, alright. Got rid of all the drone tanks. I see on the rhinos going in here. The lashers on the bottom left still harassing the miners. Whoa! Those IC tanks went into the grinder. Gaoke did not micro them away. And Andy defends this perfectly. Wow. Alright, so he does have 2 miners on the bottom left, so he did lose 2 Kirovs heading to the bottom left as well. Gaoke still has 2 oils compared to Andy's 1 oil, but Andy coming in hot with a scary army here. 3 masterminds, 2 rhinos, 2 mags, 2 gats. Heading towards the mech shop. Let's see what he can do here. Gaoke not even chasing his army in that direction. That means the mech shop will go down. Whoa, one of the masterminds got overloaded, which is funny. Is gonna get destroyed. No, sending in the rest of the flak. Bad idea. Tesla coil does go up, but loses. Still sending in the flax. Still sending in the flax. Ah, John.
Rally point, fail.
And sending in all of the rhinos. Okay, one of the masterminds does go down. One of the mags goes down. And he's targeting the masterminds, but they're just microing away. He's gonna lose his entire army for this. And he doesn't even get the mastermind. So bad move out of Gaoke there. On the flip side, he does have a nuke up. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 war factories. But Andy at the bottom left coming in with a scary army here of gats and lashers. Targeting the MCV. Tesla coil comes up and 2 rhinos come to try and save the day. IC goes up to save the MCV. The Kirovs come in and clean up Andy's base on the left here. They're trying to get a miner now. They are going to get that miner. Gaoke loses another miner. And on 5 war factories, he quits.
Damn.
Ooh. Ooh. He quit. Alright, I didn't think he was in a quitting position, but apparently, you know, he did. So the score goes up 5-3 for Mr. Andy. Wow. That was an intense.
Yeah, I don't think he should have quit at that point either, but I guess, you know, he's got the best point of view for himself, so.
Indeed. Who are we to tell Gaoke when to quit and when not to? Whew. That was some intense stuff going on there. All right. The map pick is Caverns. And I'm loving this auto ready button, bro. I haven't clicked on ready this entire series. I'm just chilling.
It's definitely an awesome patch that came out from Berg and the boys who put it together. So small things like this, I think, bring life back into the game for everybody. So awesome.
Indeed.
Did it,
Huge
so.
shout out to the community team who are doing it without pay, just because, you know, they're awesome people. So huge shout out to them. Ludo, what's up?
What up, Ludo?
All right, we got into the top right versus Gaoke on the bottom left. Again, it's always nice for the Soviet player not to have his cliffs close to his base, like we saw in Heck, which was nasty. So I'm sure Gaoke is happy with these starting positions. And think here. What do I think here? What do you think, John? What do you think? We saw Heck. Gaoke had it easy, right?
Yeah, I think he needs to try to mirror some play from Heck and definitely pull one in the bag here.
Yeah. I mean, Cavendish is a bigger map, right? So it won't be as easy for Andy. Right, the problem is the counterattack after the IC. That's what's dangerous. That's what's scary. If it's a big map, then by the time Yuri reaches your base, your IC is up again.
Correct.
So this is a bit of a bigger map. Let's see. So,
Uh-oh. Little bit of lag here.
yeah, that was a bit of a lag. I hope that wasn't me, John.
Doesn't sound like you're lagging.
Anti-scouting. Does get the brute with the conscripts. 2 gats, 3 gats out for Andy. Alright, interesting. 4 gats out for Andy. Interesting opening for Yuri. 4 gats. What do you think of that?
Let's see if it's gonna be enough.
5 gats. I take it back. Alright, 3 gats on the left. We got a 3 gat split. So 2 down the left, 1 down the center, 2 down the right. There is a rhino on the left, so Andy's getting back off there. There is a drone, which won't be that much help versus Gatling tanks. 2 gats on the bottom right coming in as well. And Lashers coming in as well, coming in hot. There is a Desolator out, so if that's deployed on time, it will counter gats. These 2 gats on the bottom, do you think Gaoke's noticed them? Because the lab comes out, and that could be sniped so quickly with gats.
I don't think he's seen the bottom attack yet.
Yeah, that rhino. Wow, those 2 gats are just hiding in the bottom left corner there. There is a drone hiding behind the lab. Don't know if that's going to be enough. And the gats come in, targeting the power, which is interesting because the nuke is out. So that's not going to make any difference if he gets that. I would have gone for the lab if I were Andy. And to be honest, I think he would have gotten it if he would have go for it. 3 Lashers coming down the center here, but there are 3 rhinos in base. Should be more than enough to defend. In the meantime, Andy is on 4 miners. He is on radar tech. Gaoke, on the other hand, 4 miners as well, but is already on B-Lab tech. These Lashers are chasing that rhino around. The rhinos have a bit of a bigger range, so you don't want to be chasing them. Lashers heading back towards Gaoke's base. The IC comes out. The Desolator in Andy's base is being annoying. Andy's sending 1 miner to counter it. Quite a lot of Lash.
Oh, lag spike again.
Yeah, we got a lag spike. Didn't get to find out who it was. That's unfortunate. John, do you think I should quit out?
Nobody's complained about it yet, so I think we should keep rolling and see if it's just a hiccup.
Alright, we'll keep it up for now. And Andy, after Second War Factory, moving his MCV, which is interesting as Yuri, since you have mobile miners, but, you know, I'm not going to teach Andy how to play Yuri. Big group of Lashers here from Andy. Gaoke's eco not looking hot. Don't know if he has enough to defend against this amount of Lashers. Andy rushing in, but with the conscript fodder, that was a bad idea. Loses a Lasher, so laggy. And alright, so Andy wants me out. I'll step out, see if it improves.
Alright. Sorry,
John,
brother.
it's over to you. No, it's all good.
Alright, it's gonna be a hard reputation to live up to, but I'll try my best.
You got this easy.
Alright, so Andy's gonna move all the way over to the far left-hand side to get them gems. Throws down another war factory. Lashers over on the left. A couple rhinos shooting up the middle here. And let's see what he does. Desolator in the middle, taking out them slaves. Iron Curtain goes in. 3 Iron Curtain rhinos versus 8 Lashers. And it's going to chase them all the way back. Desolator gets picked off. And that's a bunch of rhinos over next to Andy's MCV. 1 tower to defend. That's going to get picked off. Here comes some Lashers and 2 mags. Reinforce. And that's going to get cleaned up. Down to 1. Okay, another tower comes down. It's gonna get that veteran rhino. Still got 3 more. Oh, gets an elite rhino. Here he comes, gonna take out. Is he gonna get one of the miners? Gonna force 2 of them to move away.
We're free!
Picks off the one. And then here he comes. He's coming in the middle of Andy's main base. About 7 rhinos, 1 elite. It's gonna send the weaker rhinos in first. Here come a mag and a lasher that gets cleaned up instantly. Slaves up at the top should be able to pick off that tower. Here comes the Iron Curtain. Gonna pick off the Mastermind. Oh, gives the elite to Andy. Tower takes it back. Grinder's too late. War Factory goes down. Mastermind goes down. MCV is gonna go down. Double elite. Looks like there it goes. Andy calls it. Shoo. Alrighty, boys. So we're gonna go to 5-4. Andy's got the lead by 1. Everybody give Snark a round of applause for that awesome commentating. So sad to see that lag take him out. Okay, what map are they gonna pick next? Yeah, let me know, Berg. I'll ask them if they're okay with you coming in. I don't mind. It's a nuclear device, boys. Okay, country swing. Oh, look who made this map. Snark and Frank. Very nice. Coming down towards the end, boys. Game 10 is underway. And he's going to be on the right is yellow Yuri. Gaoke is going to stick with Sovies. It's a nuclear device, gentlemen. Entire comedian, bro. Okay, Andy gonna have 2 brutes go out and scout. Gaoke's got 3 Scooby-Doos. 1 down the middle, 1 on the top, 1 on the bottom. Okay, both players are gonna get a good scout here. Kind of hard for both players to do some anti-scouting. Here comes that drone. Picks off the 1 brute. Knows that other brute's coming from the bottom. That get cleaned up. Okay, double miners for Andy. There goes the 3rd. Gaoke's gonna go drone into another miner, so 3-3. J-Car, what's up, brother? Gaoke out into Rhino territory. Scooby-Doo gonna pick off a couple slaves. Nice build order from Gaoke, building over towards that second ore field. 4 miners, radar tech, Rhino and drone coming out, Gat, 5 miners for Andy. Okay, Andy did not take his middle buildings here. Okay, another miners. That's 6 for Andy, getting them gems. Black comes out, Battle Lab technology acquired. Okay, Deso Bomb coming in. Battle Lab for Andy. Cat's working down to MCV just to be a little annoying here. Okay, power comes down. Here come that Deso Bomb. At least 1 desolator. Oh, nice. Your miners are under attack. Okay, that slave miner's gonna chase him back. Another Gat gets taken out up top. Iron Curtain down, Genetic Mutator down. Desolator finally gets picked off. Another Deso out.
There's only one true Yuri.
One true Yuri is out. Okay, we're gonna have a split. Oh, drone gets in that lasher. Okay, 3, 4 rhinos over on the right. Gem field is depleted up in the top right. 3 gems, baby.
Fisk inside.
Okay, those 4 rhinos are gonna come back. Another one. Okay, drones are not as successful without Iron Curtain. That'll be ready in 10 seconds. Mutator's ready. Andy's gonna split. Drones are gonna go for the masterminds. Gets the Yuri Prime. Very nice. War Factory goes down. Gets the nuclear power plant. Wow. Very nice double split from Andy there. Not the end of the game, but definitely it's going to put the Soviet player a little behind here.
There's only one true Yuri.
Okay, power back online for Gaoke. Andy gonna start transferring some miners over. Nice little cluster of units for Andy. Desolator's coming out. I'd like to see another Deso Bomb. Oh, a Tesla tower down. That's cute. Iron Curtain not ready yet. Andy's gonna try to take advantage of that. Oh, sells that power just in time. Okay, first flak trucks are out, so the disc not gonna have free range on these desolators anymore. Oh, Yuri Prime hits the refinery, throws down a grinder. Iron Curtain goes down. Prime goes down. AV, double power. Gonna clean up that army. Andy's trying to keep that building up. Bunch of lashers coming over on the right hand side, going straight for the miners. Okay, there's a tower, a barracks, mutator down. Oh shit. Another Yuri Prime takes out a power. Oh jeez. Oh my god. Wow. That was so even until the very last second in that game. Okay, match point for Andy. Okay. Proving grounds. Is this going to be the last map or not? Man, I don't know what happened. I think that patch messed up some of these maps. The previews. Or I did it. I don't know. Watch out, Andy build. Okay. Gaoke's switching back to America. So, AVY for match point game. Let's see what happens here. Here we go, boys. This could be it. Or is he gonna force another game? Okay, Yuri up on the top. Ally down in the bottom. Just use the version in the tournament game. Yeah. I mean, everybody knows what the map is, so what it looks like on the preview. Everybody knows what it is, so. Okay, 4 NGs out for Andy. And only 3 out. There's the 4th. He's got a rally. Yep. Okay, Gaoke is gonna get all his oils. And he's gonna get 3 out of the 4. Has to send a GAT over to protect that 4th. There's the NG for the 4th oil. Okay, NGIV coming out for Gaoke. Robo tanks coming out. Andy gonna build and take the gems over on the right and the left. Yeah, Enta just got married. He got no money. Okay. Tank's gonna take out the oil on the right. Gonna lose the oil on the left, so Andy's already down to 2 oils here. Okay, another NGIV coming up. Is he gonna get it? Just sitting there, tanks going on. see if he had 1 bar of health yet. Takes over that oil. Andy's down to 1. Okay, Gaoke's gonna expand down to the bottom left as well. Is Andy gonna lose this expansion as well? Hopefully not. Gaoke has all the momentum this game. He's gonna lose this whole setup. He's gonna be down to 1 gem field, 1, 2, 3, 3 miners, and he's gonna destroy that oil. Gaoke's still gonna be on 4. Andy's on 1. Gaoke is on 4 miners on gems, 2 fields. Here come Mirage tanks. Mirages, nothing but trees and robot tanks. Andy's still floating about 3,000. Gaoke's got about 5. I think Gaoke learned how to play against Yuri. Kill all the slave miners, smoke them out. Okay, Gaoke's just trying to white him out now. Back on the gems on the left. Robot tanks can squish infantry? Ah! Weather storm. Very nice. Okay, Andy's gonna clean up that battle. Very nice. Another army coming out. Not yet. Battle fortresses are starting to make their way out.
Disc in flight.
Flying dicks coming out. Here come the IFV Guardian GI combo. And Gaoke almost killed an IFV. Those free paradrops filling those battle fortresses very, very easy. Gaoke working on his last gym patch, sitting on 5 miners, and he's sitting on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. 4 war factories, battle lab, those super weapons. 3, oh, he's on 8, and he's on 8 now. 2 war factories, battle lab, and both super weapons for Gaoke. Mutator finally comes down. Andy and Gaoke both under 1,000 Yuri dollars. So whoever wins this attack and can rebuild the fastest is gonna take this game. I feel like at this point either player can win right now. 3 minutes for weather storm. That's probably gonna go right there. Battle lab, power, barracks, 1 war factory.
Disc in flight. Disc in flight.
Okay, both players fighting over the middle. Berg's calling rip. Got him.
In flight.
weather storm less than a minute now. Oh, what are these three? Four miners over here having a session. Big battle going on in the middle.
Warning, lightning storm created.
Lightning storm. Yep, right where I said it. Very nice. Got an elite IFV out of it. Sphere also ready. Oh, get the oil, get the oil. Boom, goes down to War Factory. Finds out those miners were taking their Yuri break. And Gaoke is going to push back Andy. Oh, one battle fortress down. Save the elite. Saves it. Shoo. Andy's now floating 10k. Gaoke's down to about 1500. Sausage fest. Whatever floats your boats. Chat seems to be calling GG's. Andy going for a split. Paradrop. Top left. Mutate that, brother. Nope. Okay, three-way attack again. Bottom saves. Battle Lab down at 1 bar. Slasher's going, picking the miners off. Disc picking miners off the top. It's the reverse effect now. At first, Gaoke was taking out Andy's miners. Now Andy is taking out Gaoke's miners. Got some brutes down on the bottom. Trying to take out the battle lab. Not gonna happen. Lasher's going untouched over here on the left. Chronosphere ready. Yeah, it's not looking good for Gaoke at all. We need a Chrono IFV Tanya for the win. Okay, gonna push the Lashers back on the left. Come back and reinforce on the right. Okay, Lashers coming back on the left. With a weather storm in 2 minutes. Still has a chronosphere. Low power. Nope. Gaoke's broke. He got no money coming in. He got 1 oil, 3 miners. And he's choking them out. Burn of those tanks in the water. Here comes
Lightning storm created.
weather storm. Battle Lab War Factory again. Here comes the split. Lashers on the left. Pulls the miners. And he says, I'm done. Pulls all the miners. Okay, here comes the counter for the Lashers. Burnos 2 of the miners over there. It's just going to move them out of the way temporarily. Lashers get cleaned up on the bottom. Bunch of GIs trying to clean up these slave miners. Here come the flying dicks. Okay, Gaoke's gonna push Andy back here, boys. Gets another elite. 2 elite IFVs and elite Mirage. Psychic Dominator down for Andy. Okay, that miner's gonna get cleaned up. Oh boy, did Andy throw this game, boys? Gotta go for a base trade. Take the MCV and move it in the bottom left corner. Go for a base trade. Okay, Andy decide, you know what? I'll go back and get some more money. Mutate on the slaves. That's gonna be a vicious army right there, boys. Okay. Oh, Tanya. Into the battle fortress.
Warning, lightning storm.
Oh no. 5 IFEs, weather storm down. That's gonna be GG right there, boys. Tanya's in the battle fortress. Then a mutate coming down. Boom! And that's gonna be it. Andy's gonna take it. 7-4. Wow. I can't believe it. I thought it was gonna be a lot closer than that. Definitely good games to both players. Thanks everybody for watching. Definitely two players played their heart out, which is always great to see.